Hi, in this video I'm going to show you how to graph using the slope-intercept form. First we're going to graph y equals 1/4 x minus 3. As you notice, it is already in slope-intercept form. You'll remember slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. And look at that, it's already in that format. So that's going to help us with our graph. We know the slope is 1/4 because the slope is right there and we have 1/4 right there. I know my y-intercept is, wait, why did it do that with the triangle? It's 1/4. I think it was making a triangle out of my crazy 4 there, so just ignore that part. Anyway, we're going to go ahead with b. My b in this case is going to be -3, but I want to write my y-intercept as a point, 0, -3. And that's actually where I'm going to start, at 0, -3. So I'm going to go ahead and just make that point 0, -3, which is right there. So I went ahead and made the point at 0, -3. And that is where I'm going to start at my y-intercept. And then if you remember, 1/4 represents our slope, which is again rise over run. Notice I spell rise again with a y to remind us that we want to go up and down on our y-axis here, but it's vertical. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up 1 to -2 here. I'm not going to make a point there. It isn't there. It's at rise 1 and run 4. Notice these are both positive, so that's why I jump up 1 and run 4. So I'm going to go over 1, 2, 3, 4, and end up right here. So there you go. Those are my 2 dots, and 2 dots are enough to make a line. I'm going to get a little help from the ruler right here. I'm going to go ahead and move it. Whoa. Move it to the proper place, which is right about there, so that I get both lines. So I can make a much prettier line so it's straight. Sometimes they're really hard to draw, so I like to use a straight edge. And there you go. There is y equals 1/4 x minus 3. There is my line. I'm going to go ahead and put arrows on the ends. We know it goes on forever. So there's the first one right there. And then really quickly, I'm going to go ahead and use red to go ahead and graph 2x plus y equals 3. That is going to be my next thing that I'm going to graph here. I'm going to go ahead and graph it on the same thing. But the problem is I have 2x plus y equals 3. So I'm going to rewrite it down here. 2x plus y equals 3. It is not in y equals mx plus b format. I need to move my x term to the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and subtract -2x, end up with y equals -2x plus 3. Now I am in y equals mx plus b format, and I can go ahead and graph my line exactly like I did in the other line. I want to go ahead and start at my y-intercept. What's my y-intercept here? You are correct. It is at 0. I hope you're correct, at 0, 3. I don't know. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to go up 3, and we run nowhere. Okay, every time we use the y-intercept slope, you're going to start with some line here on the y-axis here. So every single time we are going to end up on somewhere on the y-axis. This is where we're always going to start. Now my slope is -2. If you remember, I have rise over run, but how far do I run if it's just -2? I know I need to go down 2, but how far should I run? Well, negative 2 is the same as negative 2 over 1, right? It's not the same as negative 2 over 0. That's undefined. So remember, you have to run over 1 even though there's nothing marking it there. So from here, I'm going to go down 2 since it is negative 2, right? And then I have positive 1, so I need to move over 1 on the positive, right? Only one of them is positive and one is negative, not both of them. If you had a negative 2 over a negative 1, this makes it a positive 2 and it would be in the wrong direction, so we don't want that. So let's go ahead and graph this line with my help of my ruler here to kind of line up my points. And then I'm going to just go ahead and mark my line here. Move that out of the way and put my end marks there. And look at that, I have negative 2, that's a negative slope there. And if you remember from the first line, it was 1/4, which was positive for the blue line. So we did end up, they are going in the correct directions. And there you go. If you would like, you can always rewind and watch this video at any other spot. Otherwise, I'll just see you guys in the next video.